Hey guys, so today I'm going to be getting back on this 10EE. So I'm going to move this thing into my sort of cleanup paint area. As you can see, I'm kind of picking up where I left off. Just a lot of work related stuff, so I haven't been able to get on this thing. So I'm going to move this thing in. So I believe it's around 3,800 pounds, but I've got a lot of heavy stuff off of it, so it's not that much. This is a 5,000 pound kind of short pallet jack. So I'm gonna get this thing under here, get it picked up. Got to get it over or under the rubber spot where the center of gravity is. I'm going to lift it up. Still seems a little heavy on the headstock end. It's pretty stable. Alright, so we'll put this thing out of here. Sucker's pretty heavy. Alright. Get my block out of the way. Clearance here. This is my rack right here. I don't know if you guys can see. It is a rack that has a lot of the bits and pieces from this guy. So what I'm hoping to do is get some quality, consistent time on this thing so I can get it wrapped up and back in the service. I'll get you sort of inside here so you can see what's going on. So this like little room that I created in my shop, I have these curtains with some filters up in the top, and then I've got these box fans, and I have some filters that I put in these box fans. So what I do is, when I'm going to be grinding, sanding, painting, whatever, close this thing up. It's held together with Velcro on the ends, and I can vent the thing, and it just draws fresh air from the top through those filters. It does a pretty decent job. It's not a paint booth, but it does a pretty good job for the work that I painted. A couple cars in here actually that came out nice. It's 12 feet by 24 feet, so it's got plenty of room. So let me get this thing in here. All right, get my blocks and get it set back up. One thing that I see sometimes guys doing this stuff, and for whatever reason they feel the need to put their fingers underneath the blocks and the piece of equipment. It just looks a little shaky to me. I wouldn't do that. What I may do when I get to sort of, get back on this thing, I'm probably going to get it a little bit higher than this. There's a lot of kind of grease and actually floor wax all along the bottom. The machine shop that this thing came from which was an IBM model shop from the 60s. It had like a vinyl floor tile, and they just, 2 or 3 times a year, they would strip the whole floor down and redo the floor wax, and they got wax all on the bottom. It's really tough stuff, hard to get off. But the paint doesn't stick to it. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of pressure on this thing. And just make sure we're nice and stable, and we are. So this is going to be this guy's home now for another probably month while I work on it. All right, I'll bring you back in a few minutes when I get my plant set up. Okay, so for those of you that have seen this project, I think I've got 2 or 3 videos up. Not really super efficient with these videos yet, but I will be. So it's a little bit redundant. You can see I've been doing some cosmetic work. I did have a bunch of issues back here with, belt alignment and, just years and years of junk, and everything's really sticky. So what I did was I cleaned the ways all off. I got, hours and hours of degreasing. Got a couple magnets here holding the, down here, magnets, holding this plastic on to protect some of the electronics. It still gets a lot of dust in there, but I'll clean all that up. Got pig mat stuffed in here to keep dust and whatnot from getting out of this little cavity. So I got quite a bit of the sort of body work done, and I'm going to finish that up and get it into some high build auto primer that will hide a multitude of sins here, probably similar to what they used back when they originally cast these things. Up around here, it was pretty chipped up, a little bit of rust. This guy needs a little cleanup, but the waves look great. This thing did run. It functioned pretty well, actually, and I'm looking forward to getting it back into service, because this one has a taper attachment and it has the electric lead screw option, and my other 10EE that I restored does not have that. So this will be great to get that get that into service. I do a fair amount of threading, and it's going to make it a lot easier. And again, I'm a hobbyist, so I'm just doing stuff for my little farm that I have here, and a bunch of friends, and making all kinds of weird parts for people. Just to recap too, I'm going to take you over to show you the condition that this thing was in when I got it. So this is the 30-inch 10EE, and you can see the ways are okay, but they're really covered in just years and years of gunk. But again, this one also ran and ran well. Had this, I don't know if this is a factory original dust shield or chip shield. I'm not going to be using it. Anybody thinks they might want this thing, more than willing to part with it. It was probably shop made at IBM, would be my guess. This right here is the carriage for the one that I'm working on now. So I got my Eastwood breakdown cabinet here with or workbench with a drain in it. So I basically stick my parts like this up here. I get to soak them down really good with degreaser. It all drains into that hole back there. Makes cleaning up really simple. I'm a short guy, and this thing is up on wheels, so it's too high for me. So my project in the next couple of days, I'm going to cut these legs down and weld it back up and shorten it. So that's the recap for today, and I'll try to do a better job of getting stuff posted up as progress comes along, because Seems that a lot of folks are interested in these old machines and the restoration of them. So I'll try to do a good job keeping it all up to date. See ya.